I normally have dinner. I have very little dinner usually, so that I don't go to bed with a full, lleno stomach. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3.
A Luis le gusta something café con leche. Churros.
Café con leche y churros. Do you know about churros? Yes, I'm sure you do. So this is very traditional in Spain. So we usually go to a bar in the morning and we have churros. So what do you think we could use here? No? Something you do in the morning?
And with milk and
So
churros.
coffee with milk and churros.
Some kind of cake or something. Or food.
No, so you don't know what a churro is. I'm gonna show you. This is a churro, okay?
Ah.
We call this churros, okay?
Okay.
So, when do you think people usually have churros? I
In
think
the
I told
morning.
you. In the morning. So what is gonna be the word we need here?
I can't remember the word for breakfast.
Around here, desayuno. So we're talking about Luis. So we need to change a little bit the verb, right? So desayuno.
Yeah.
Desayuna, right?
Desayuna. Sí.
So a Luis le gusta. Sorry, actually it's desayunar. So Luis likes desayunar, having breakfast. Or he likes for breakfast coffee with milk and churros.
And churros.
Yeah? So what does the whole thing mean again? So Luis
likes for breakfast. He likes there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what Luis means, but yeah. So at breakfast, Luis likes
Okay.
coffee with milk and churros.
Okay. Let me tell you why we have this a. Okay. Basically, it is because of the verb here. So if you remember, I don't know if you talked about gustar is kind of special verb. So we usually say a person. We have like a pronoun, indirect object pronoun, and then gusta, and then whatever. So for example, how would you say I like football, for example? So you could say a mí me, what was the word? Me gusta el fútbol. Yeah? Do you remember?
Okay.
Yeah? Do you remember this? I think we did once a little bit about this verb. So you usually say a person, me, or a person, le, etc., right? Okay, 4.
Okay. En Navidad, en mi casa, in my house.
So what can you do with a lamb? A whole lamb?
So we eat it.
Well, yeah, it works. So how do you say we eat it?
Oh, so we're saying eat it.
So eat is comer. So we need to say we eat.
Comemos.
So comemos. Correct. So en Navidad, at Christmas, en mi casa, at my place, at my house, we eat
Navidad is Christmas.
a whole, yeah, Navidad is Christmas. I don't know if there will be Christmas this year, though.
No Christmas this year, no.
Yes. So cordero is lamb, entero means whole, yeah, because we are a lot. Okay.
Okay, there are many of us.
Exactly. There are many of us, exactly. But in Spanish, we actually say something like "we are a lot." Yeah, literally. So 5. Marina, por
Marina
favor, please.
y la pasta. Um,
So you could say comer, for example, if you want to.
okay.
So which one is gonna be?
Jala. Um, you're saying to her, so it's coma.
Coma ya la pasta, yeah. You could say coma or come even. You could say both. It's a matter of a register, okay? I would say come because I'm not being polite here. Remember, we have like in French, like tu and usted.
Oh,
Yeah?
okay.
So if you want to say
Muy
tu
rough.
and you are being bossy, you're using the imperative. So come, that means eat. So Marina, please eat now the pasta. So ya is like
Okay.
already now, yeah?
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. 6.
Says, a mí no me gusta el filete muy.
Mm-hmm.
No me gusta. I don't like the fillet. El filete muy very much. Very.
You could say, for example, freír. Okay, so I'm gonna teach you this one. So frito would be fried as an adjective. Yeah.
Okay.
So freír is the verb. Frito is the adjective. Okay.
So I don't like my fillet very fried.
Yeah, literally, or very done. Yeah, well done.
Done. Okay, fillet is in steak, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mi madre siempre.
Is always mi madre siempre melenda.
Merienda. Yes.
Merienda. Okay.
Merienda. So
Then come.
merenda is the meal between dinner and lunch. Okay, so it would be for us 5, 4 more or less. We have
Yep.
dinner very late in Spain, you know. We could have dinner even at 8, 9, very, very late. So mi madre siempre merienda té con pastas. So pastas here we're talking about pastry, okay?
Okay.
We're not talking about this pasta here, okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
thinking pasta. Okay.
8. La hora de es las 2. This is also true. Again, we have lunch very late in comparison to you guys.
Yeah.
So, do you know our lunch time?
I forgot the lunchtime word. What's the lunchtime word?
So, nosotros, you could say comemos, for example, o almorzamos. La hora de almorzar, so, la hora de almorzar en España es las 2. So, what does this mean?
The hour of
So,
lunch.
lunchtime in Spain is 2. Yeah?
Oh, it's 2. Okay.
Yeah, we have lunch at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Some people even later. So,
That sounds really late to me. Yeah.
mhm. Okay, let's review a little bit. Oops. So, remember in Spanish, we usually drop this bit here,
Mm-hmm.
okay? But we need to change the ending,
Yep.
okay? So remember, every time you see O at the end, that means I blah 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 blah, right? I work, I eat, I go, I whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, we have 3 patterns, the 3
Mm-hmm.
regular ones. So remember, for the AR, the main vowel is always going to be an A. You have an A there, always. But you might, okay, an A and sometimes something else. So remember, A is there always, no matter what the person, except for the first one. And for the 2, you usually have an E. So
Yep.
E all the time, E, except for these 2. Okay?
Yep.
Then, remember, every time you talk about you, one person or plural, you always have an S at the end. And in the case of you guys, you have an extra vowel, except for this one. Okay? So, trabajas, trabajáis, you always have an S, yeah? For every time you say we whatever, you have that vowel, and then you have mos at the end, yeah? So you're gonna hear like vamos, vamos. So that means we do, we go, we eat, we whatever. Every time you say they, you have the vowel plus the n. So trabajan, they work. Hablan, they speak. Comen, they eat. Dicen, they say. Yeah. Okay. Let's practice this a little bit. Okay, let's try this one. So, ¿a qué hora cenáis? So this is a question, and you're gonna answer talking about we, right? Us. So how is gonna that be? So you have to use
Okay.
the same verb in a different person, basically here. Okay.
Okay.
So the verb is cenar, and now I need to say we have dinner at 9. Yeah.
Cenamos. Cenamos.
Cenamos. Correct. Cenamos. Dos.
¿Dónde pasas?
¿Dónde pasas? Then the answer is gonna be I spend blah 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 blah, right? So
Los veranos. What's that? Los veranos.
summer. So where do you spend your summers? So
Verano. Talking about me again, or I. Los veranos.
So verano means summer. So you need to use the verb. The verb is pasar, okay? And you need to answer the question.
Paso.
So
Los pasos.
paso, correct. So notice, paso is I spend, literally I pass. Pasas is you spend or you pass, okay? So remember, in Spanish, when you talk about time, we actually say to pass time. Okay?
Yeah.
So I would say, for example, paso mucho tiempo trabajando. What did I say here? Paso mucho tiempo trabajando. You understand?
¿Paso qué?
Paso mucho tiempo trabajando.
You spend a lot of time, pass a lot of time trabajando. Working?
Yeah, there you are. I spend a lot of time working. So, ¿dónde pasas los veranos? Where do you spend your summers? I spend summers in Punta del Este. 3. Las ballenas. So, we talk about whales, not the country, but the animals.
Okay.
So, las ballenas, we talk about them.
Ballenas. Viven
En aguas frías. So, aguas, waters, frías, cold waters, yeah? So, what does this mean?
The whales live in cold water.
4. So, usted. So,
¿Dónde trabajan?
Trabaja, one person, okay? I'm talking about usted. And then the answer is going to be I, yeah? So,
Trabajo.
There you are. So, ¿dónde trabaja usted? Trabajo en los grandes almacenes. So, where do you formal work? I work in a big warehouses. So I work in some big warehouses. So almacén is warehouse. Almacenes is the plural. Warehouses. Good job. 5.
Los argentinos.
So we talk about them.
Hablan español.
Los argentinos hablan español.
The Argentinians speak Spanish.
Supposedly. No, they do. But they speak in a very weird way. They have like a mixture between Italian and Spanish.
Well, I know you speak in a strange way because even I can tell the difference. And I should not be able to tell the difference between any Spanish speakers, but even I can tell the difference. So
yeah, it's like it's basically Argentina basically is the son of an Italian person and Spanish person.
Yeah.
So it's a mix. It's a total mix of Italian and Spanish heritage. So seis. Ustedes. So.
¿Qué beben?
¿Qué beben? Ustedes en las comidas. So, what do you drink in your meals? So
Bimbo. Agua.
okay. And the question was ustedes. So ustedes
What do
means
they?
you guys in a formal way. So the
Okay.
answer is gonna be us. Yeah.
Bebemos.
Bebemos. Bebemos agua. We drink water. You usually drink water, yeah? Normalmente bebemos, sorry, no bebemos, bebemos. So, ¿qué beben ustedes en las comidas? What does that mean?
What do you guys normally drink? We normally drink water.
7.
¿Dónde? Bibéis?
Bibis.
Bibis.
Okay, remember, this is gonna be the exception.
Yeah.
Yes, you're kind of right. We usually have the E in the IE and ER verbs pattern, except for vosotros in the IR and nosotros in the IR. So in these two cases, you're gonna have an I instead of the E. So that's why we don't say bibes, but bibis. And notice also the stress goes at the very end. So this is like an exception. Okay.
Okay.
So bibis, and then the answer is gonna be we live.
Bibo.
We live, no I live. So Bibo is I live.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Viviamos. No.
Vivimos.
Oh, no, you just told me.
Vivimos. So remember, these are gonna be the two exceptions. So usually you're gonna have your E there, but for the haya verb and for vosotros and nosotros, only these two, you're gonna have the I instead. Okay. So for example, you say vives, vive, viven, right? But we say vivimos, vivís, right? And this is for all the IR verbs. Yeah, basically like that. So ocho. So Lalo y yo. So Lalo and I. So we.
Lalo y yo no. No, I have no idea what that's talking about.
So we talk about we, right? Okay. So remember, this is AR verb. So you're gonna have your A.
How do I know it's a we?
Because I said Lalo and I.
Oh, yes. Yes, okay.
Yeah, does it make sense?
Yeah, of course.
So, no
viajamos.
Exactly. No viajamos nunca en avión. So, what does this mean?
Lalo and I.
What does nunca mean? Do you remember?
Oh.
Never. Right?
Never traveled on a plane. Never went on a plane.
Exactly. 9.
Okay. ¿Qué idiomas hablan?
¿Qué idiomas hablan ustedes?
Ustedes.
So the answer is going to be we, right?
So, hablamos.
Hablamos español e italiano. Phrase, yeah?
Oh, it's not why the E saying and. It's not why, it's E.
Okay, let me explain this one to you. You are right, actually. You talk about this, right?
Yeah.
So, it's actually E, but E sometimes change into E, especially if the next word begins with I or HI, in order to avoid, it's like kind of like in English, you say an apple and you don't say a apple.
Okay.
This is kind of the same, okay? So we change this letter to avoid this repetition of sound.
Right. Okay.
So it doesn't. So it's not like I italiano, but e italiano. But yeah. So and is a Y there, but sometimes it's gonna be a instead. Okay.
Okay.
Like here. Yeah. I like that. You paid close attention to details.
I looked at that. I thought it didn't make sense. I don't think much, but
I like that. Yes. 10.
Que estudiar tus hermanas.
So your sisters.
Your sisters, yeah. So your sisters estudian.
Estudian. Estudian. Remember the stress on the second syllable to the so estudian. So Anna.
Yeah. What would you say?
So she studies.
Estudia.
Estudia. There you are. Y Pilar.
Estudia.
Exactly the same, yeah?
Yeah.
11.
She
Nosotros.
studies, yeah.
So nosotros. We don't. So no.
Nos vemos.
Nos vemos. Nos vemos.
Mucho la tele. I don't watch much telly.
Are you sure?
We don't watch much telly.
Exactly. How do you say I don't watch much TV?
Nos vemos.
Okay, I would be veo. Veo.
Veo.
Vemos is we watch or we see.
Okay.
12. ¿A qué hora? So we talk about shops. So them, yeah.
Okay. What hour? What time? A qué hora? Abrir.
Abren.
Abren.
Remember, you need the I there and then the N. So, ¿a qué hora abren las tiendas? What does this mean?
The shops. Okay. What time do the shops open?
Okay. Okay, let's go through this one more time. So, I'm going to read it in Spanish. You're going to tell me what it means. So, ¿a qué hora cenáis? Cenamos a las 9. So, what does this mean?
Oh, I can't remember what this was.
So, ¿a qué hora?
¿Qué hora? What time? This is you guys eat.
So, what is cena?
Eat dinner at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, exactly. So, what time do you guys have dinner? We have dinner at 9. Okay, ¿dónde pasas los veranos? Paso los veranos en Punta del Este. What does this mean?
Oh, I know this one. I forgot it.
So, ¿dónde? Where, right?
Okay, now what's donde?
¿Dónde is where? What is pasas?
Use something, but
So, pasar, okay, pasar means to pass, right? Or to spend time, right?
yeah.
So, ¿dónde pasas los veranos? What is that?
So where do you spend time
So, where do you spend your summers? So, verano means summer, summertime, yeah? So, where do you spend your summer times? Or your summers, yeah?
spend my summers in Punta del Este.
Okay, 3. Las ballenas viven en aguas frías.
The whales live in cold water.
4. ¿Dónde trabaja usted? Trabajo en unos grandes almacenes.
Where do you work? I work in
Some big.
In a big factory, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah, in some big factory. Well, not factory.
In
warehouses. Warehouses, actually.
Oh, in a warehouse, in a big warehouse. Okay.
And this is the plural, as you can see. That's why you have the S. So, 5. Los argentinos hablan español.
The Argentinians apparently speaks in Spanish. Okay.
It doesn't say apparently. No, I made that up. I made that one up.
You got to add that into it, though.
6. ¿Qué beben ustedes en las comidas? Normalmente bebemos agua. So, what is this? Drink, right? So,
When do you drink?
Not when, what.
What do
Que
you
means what. So what? What do you
what do you
drink
drink?
in your
What you're eating?
meals? So comidas means meals in this
Oh yes,
case.
of course, yeah.
So comida could be both
When
food and meals, okay?
okay, so what do you drink when you're eating? Normally we drink water.
Ujú. 7. ¿Dónde vivís? Vivimos en Mérida.
Where do you live? Uh,
Ujú.
we live in Merida.
Piece of cake. Pan comido, as we say in Spanish. 8. Sí, pan comido, eaten bread.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
This is
the
how we call something easy in Spanish. Pan comido.
pan comido. Okay.
Ujú. Lalo y yo no viajamos nunca en avión. So what is that?
Lalo and I have never been on a plane.
Never travel by plane. So
Travel.
viajar means to travel. Yeah.
Okay.
Notice we use double negatives in Spanish. You have to, okay? In Spanish you have to say not, never. Like no viajamos nunca. You have to repeat the negative twice.
Okay, so the double negative doesn't mean the same as it would do in English then.
Nope, not at all.
It just means negative. So,
Exactly.
is there any such thing as double negative sentence in Spanish?
In Spanish, it's just how we say it. You have to say it twice. Otherwise, if you only say nunca there, it doesn't make much sense. You have to say no nunca. Especially if you have a verb, you have to say no viajamos nunca, no comemos nunca, yeah, etc. etc.
Cool. Okay.
Unless you place nunca before the verb. Okay, so you can also say nunca comemos, but in this case after the verb, so you have to include the no. So in Spanish, double negative is the rule. Okay, we have to use double negative. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. What was I? 9, yeah, 9, 9. ¿Qué idiomas hablan ustedes? Hablamos español e italiano.
Yes.
Idiomas. So, idiomas means idioms?
What languages?
Languages, correct.
Idiomas.
So, what languages?
Do you speak?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I speak Spanish. I'm saying Spanish.
Are you sure? Is this I?
Sorry, we speak Spanish and
Correct. We speak. Because if I was say I speak, I would say hablo. Hablo.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was hablamos italiano y español, it would be Y instead of E.
Yeah. Correct. That would be perfect. So
Okay.
this change is because of the sound. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the A in English, like you sometimes add an N, so it sounds okay. Yeah. What was that? Yeah, 10. 10. ¿Qué estudian tus hermanas? Ana estudia económicas y Pilar estudia medicina. So what is this?
What do your sisters study?
Mm-hmm.
Anna studies economics and Pilar studies medicine.
Mm-hmm. 11.
We don't watch much telly.
Mm-hmm. So no vemos mucho la tele. Mm-hmm. ¿Y 12?
What time
Do
uh
the shops
oh, the shop's open.
open? So what time do the shops open? Mm-hmm.
Open the
So
shop.
a qué hora abren las tiendas? Okay, notice the all is completely different to English. So this is how my students are learning English, will speak in English. So they will say something like, "What time open the shops?" Literally like this.
Yeah.
But it's because Spanish works like this. Okay, so like you place the verb before the. You don't really have do, does. Just forget about that in Spanish. Okay. Would you like to try reading this?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
okay. Give it a go.
¿A qué hora? ¿A qué hora
Mm-hmm.
tenéis?
Mm-hmm.
Cenamos a las 9.
Okay, dos. Two.
¿Dónde pasas los veranos? Paso los veranos en Punta
Punta.
del Este.
Tres. Three.
Las
Ballenas.
¿eh? Ba-
Ballenas.
ballenas, no ballenas,
Ujú,
ballenas viven en aguas frías.
Cuatro. Four.
¿Dónde trabaja usted? Trabajo en unos grandes almacenes.
Almacenes. Warehouses.
Almacenes.
Cinco. Five. Cinque.
Cinque. Los
Cinque is Italian. Sorry.
cinque. Molto bene. Los argentinos hablan español.
Seis.
¿Qué beben ustedes en las comidas? Normalmente bebemos agua.
Siete. Seven.
¿Dónde vives?
Vivís. Vivís.
Vivimos en Merda.
Okay, remember these are the two exceptions. Like you usually have a either. In these two, you're gonna have an I. I mean, vosotros and nosotros. For
Sí.
the IR verbs. Ocho. Eight.
Lalo y yo
No.
nunca,
Sorry. No viajamos first.
nunca. Ah, sí.
So Lalo y yo no
No,
viajamos.
no, no viajamos nunca en avión.
Nueve. Nine.
¿Qué idiomas hablan ustedes? Hablamos español y italiano.
10. 10.
¿Qué estudian tus hermanas? Ana estudia económicas y Pilar estudia medicina.
Very good pronunciation, by the way. 11.
Gracias. No
De nada.
vemos mucho la tele.
12.
¿Qué hora abren las tiendas?
Good job. Okay, let's try something else.
So I actually speak quite English, but the pronunciation is okay enough, yeah?
Pronunciation is almost flawless, to be honest. Like I could understand very easily everything you said. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look at this one. Unfortunately, Spanish has a lot of irregular verbs, but you can basically you can predict when this happen more or less. So remember this one verb, querer. This is very common verb. So querer means to want. So remember this e here in the middle goes to ie, pronounced as ye. So instead of saying quiero, you say quiero.
Quiero.
So remember, irregular verb basically means you're gonna have a change in the middle. This, I mean, besides the other change at the end of the verb, okay? Like the normal one, yeah, the one that always happens, and another one that is called irregularities in Spanish. So basically, this is one irregularity, as we call it. So e goes to ie or va a ye in Spanish. So quiero, quieres, quiere, queremos. Notice for these two, you don't have that thing, okay? So remember, nosotros, vosotros, you're always gonna have it like the normal changes, yeah, the one at the end, and that's it. And then again, quieren, quieren. Okay, so this happen for all these verbs here, just below. So for example, if I wanna say I began, I will say empiezo. So notice there are two changes. So empiezo.
Okay.
How do you say I mop? So fregar is to mop, like to mop the floor.
Frejo.
Friego with a go, go, go. Friego. How do you say I think?
Pensaro.
No. So the E goes to IE and the AR goes to O. So pienso, right?
Pienso. Okay.
How do you say I water?
Ah, okay. Riego.
For example, riego las plantas. What does that mean?
I water the plants.
Okay, how do you say I close?
Quiero.
Fierro. Fierro.
Fierro. Yeah.
Fierro. So for example, fierro la puerta.
Oh, fierro. Sorry. Fierro.
Yeah. Do you want me to type it? I'm gonna type it. so you can see. So, cierro, like this, okay? Cierro. So, cierro la puerta. What is that? Any idea?
I can't remember what cierro means. What's cierro?
I close.
Oh, I close the door.
Exactly. Cierro la ventana. Any idea? I close the window.
Oh, of course it is.
Okay, no worry. Okay, entender. So how do you say I understand?
Oh, I can't remember. I know it's not yo comprende. It's something else.
Yeah, comprende is also okay. That's also, but that's a different verb. Comprender. It also means to understand or to comprehend. But we also have entender, which is exactly the same. So entender is to understand. But how do you say I understand using this verb? Entiendo.
Sí.
Correct. So perder is to lose. How do you say I lose?
Say that again. What is to lose?
I perder. Yeah, you have it here. Perder. And I lose.
Pierdo.
Pierdo. Okay.
Pierdo.
Mentir is to lie. How do you say I lie?
Miento.
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 How do you say you are lying? You are lying. How do you say that?
Mientas.
Mientes.
Mientes.
Mentiroso.
So,
Mentiroso. You understand mentiroso?
You're lying. You're
Liar. Yeah.
Okay.
So, estás mintiendo. Mientes. Yeah. You're lying. Okay.
Yeah.
I prefer. So, preferís to prefer. I prefer.
Preferiro. No. I completely fucked that up. Prefero.
Prefiero.
Prefiero.
Prefiero. Okay.
Prefiero.
Good job. Okay. You also have like the O and or U, it could be also be a U. Goes to U, E, pronounced as we in Spanish. So for example, dormir, duermo, I sleep. So let's check. So comprobar is to check. How do you say I check or I'm checking? If comprobar is to check. So comprobar, to check. So I check, compruebo, right? Compruebo. Right?
Okay.
Okay, contar is to count. How do you say I am counting? Or I'm telling?
Eduardo.
Cuento. Cuento. So, encontrar is to find. How do you say I am finding or I find? An idea? Encuentro.
Encuentro. Okay.
Okay, so recordar is to remember. How do you say I remember?
Recordar. Recordo.
Recuerdo. Recuerdo.
Recuerdo. Okay.
Volar is to fly. How do you say I am flying?
Guardo.
Vuelo. 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 Vuelo.
Vuelo.
Morder is to bite. How do you say I am biting?
Muerdo.
Muerdo. Cuidado que muerdo. Careful, I bite. Yeah. How do you say to go back or come back? If volver is to go back, return. I return.
Bueno.
Vuelvo.
Vuelvo.
How do you say I can? If to be able means to poder, so I can. Puedo, yeah. Puedo. Okay, let's do a little exercise. Okay, let's practice this. So, number one. Antonio quiere ser médico. What is that? So, Antonio wants to be a doctor. Okay. Number two.
En verano. Riego.
Riego.
Brilliant.
So,
Brilliant.
verano, riego las plantas todos los días. So, in summer, I water the plants every day, right? Every day. So, literally, every day. So, en verano riego las plantas todos los días. Okay, three.
Tous les jours. Yeah. All the days. Okay. La classe. I don't know now. Who is that for? In past
We talk about the class.
Oh, of course, yeah. So it's the he
so the class or the lesson starts.
Vityan.
Empieza. It's one class, okay? One lesson. So
okay.
La clase empieza a las 8. What does this mean? So the lesson starts
Not 8.
at 8. Okay, Luis y Pili, two people here. So.
Luis y Pili, juegan.
Juegan. Juegan muy mal al golf. Siempre.
Siempre puede. Poder.
We still talk about them, okay?
Puedan.
Pierden, good. So, yeah, siempre pierden. So, Luis and Pili play golf very badly. They always lose, right? Los bancos, so we talk about banks.
The bank. Gran.
Cierran. Remember the C is like a S.
Yeah.
More or less. It's like TH actually, like TH sound, okay? So cierran. So los bancos cierran a las 2. What does this mean? So the banks
closes at 2.
So banks close at 2. Okay. 6. So I think pienso mucho en mis amigos. What does this mean? So I think a lot about
my friends.
7. Algunos alumnos. So venir is to come.
Oh, it's not to live, it's to come.
To come. So some students. Yeah. Vienen, right? Because it's an IR verb, yeah? So, vienen mucho a la biblioteca. Biblioteca, you know the biblioteca?
Is that a library, maybe?
Library, yeah. So what do you think this means?
The students use the library a lot.
So some students come to the library a lot, right?
Okay.
Antonia?
No. Mentir.
No miente. Nunca. Siempre. Dice. Okay, sometimes you're gonna have the E goes to I. This is one of those, okay? It's not as common as the other, as you can see. The other ones is far more common, yeah?
Okay.
So siempre dice la verdad. Okay, let's break it down. So Antonia never or don't lies, never, literally, okay? So Antonia never lies. She always tells the truth. Estoy muy nervioso. I'm very nervous. I can't sleep. How do you say I can't sleep? No.
Pedimos.
I can't.
Puedo.
No puedo. No puedo dormir. Okay, yes. ¿Cuánto?
I don't know what that is. When? ¿Cuánto? No.
How much or how many?
How much medicine? How many tablets?
Okay. in English, we usually say, how tall is a giraffe? Okay. However, in Spanish, we actually say something like, how much does a giraffe measures? Yeah. So
Okay.
medir is to measure. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Let's try number 11. 11.
A veces, diezo.
Okay. This is gonna be a G. This is a special one. So remember, digo. Digo is I say. Okay. There are a few verbs where the iPhone has a G. So one of those is digo. Another one is hago. Remember hago?
See?
Hago means I do, I make. There are just a few of these. Okay. So and it's only for the yo form or iPhone. Okay. So yo digo, but we say tú dices, right? So a veces digo muchas tonterías. What does this mean? So sometimes I say or I tell, yeah, a lot of nonsense.
Yeah. Okay.
12. ¿A qué velocidad?
¿A qué velocidad? When do you travel on the vuelo?
Okay, we're talking about a plane or airplane, not
Vuela.
about you. So vuela. If you say vuelo means I fly.
Okay.
So vuela, why? Because we talk about el avión. Okay. So at what velocity does a plane fly? Or how fast does a plane fly, basically?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna read this and you're gonna tell me what it means. So, Antonio quiere ser médico. Antonio quiere ser médico. What is that? So Antonio
Antonio wants to be a doctor.
En verano riego las plantas todos los días.
Plant every in the summer. Plant.
I water
plants every
the
day.
plant every day. La clase empieza a las 8.
The class begins at 8.
Luis y Pili juegan muy mal al golf. Siempre pierden.
I can't see it now because.
Oops. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It has. Okay, don't worry. All right. Good job.
On YouTube though.